Pray for Hollywood. You can't handle the truth. Oh, hello there. I am Stan the Movie Man. This is my review of Winchester. It stars Helen Mirren, Jason Clarke, Sarah Snook, Angus Sampson, and more. It is the somewhat based on true story of Sarah Winchester, who in the movie is played by Helen Mirren. In the mythology of the story, she has gone to a spiritualist. She feels troubled, and the reason she feels troubled is she is the widow of the founder of the Winchester Repeating Weapon Rifle Company. And she feels like all the death caused by her husband's guns, the spirits of those who have died are collecting around her. The spiritualist suggests that she build a home, a massive home, and keep building it constantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Build, 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 to give a place for the spirits who have been killed to reside and to deal with their loss and their anger, and then move on. That's why rooms are built, destroyed, and then rebuilt in different configurations. The board of directors of the Winchester Company want to have a psychiatrist examine her to make sure that she isn't completely crazy. And to do that, they get with Eric Price, played by Jason Clarke. Price is himself a bit troubled. He has had a significant loss in his life and was himself injured and was dead for 3 minutes. Is sent out to the home of Mrs. Winchester to examine her. There he meets Marion Marriott, played by Sarah Snook, and her son Henry. They live with Mrs. Winchester. Marion is her niece, and they too have suffered great loss. And in the time that he is there, he begins to see things, which he assumes is his imagination based on the information he gets from Mrs. Winchester, that there are spirits in the house and they come there, and that's why she's building the house. And there is one force within the house that is stronger than all the others, and that is proving to be a major threat to young Henry as it manages to take over his body in the night. As for the movie, it's pretty entertaining. It's got some really good jump scares, and the main story, actually there are kind of like 3 different storylines going on at the same time. They all interweave pretty convincingly, and it turns out there's a fairly evil and demonic presence in the house that is, well, it could be said that this movie is kind of a commentary on the gun culture in America. I don't know if that much thought was put into it. It makes for an interesting story all by itself. You decide how you want to think about that. But there's some very good performances. Jason Clarke is very interesting as this troubled psychiatrist who is dealing with grief of his own. Helen Mirren is this kind of rock at the center of the story that is very very certain of her beliefs and doesn't really care what anybody else thinks. And Sarah Snook as Marion, she's kind of the damsel in distress in this movie, so she's mostly used for wide-eyed looks and fear. But there are some good frights in the film. It's not fantastic, but it's pretty good, all things considered. That's why I'm giving Winchester 4 stars. Go to StanTheMovieMan.com to read my complete review. You can listen to the podcast The Fractured Frame, where I get with a couple of my friends and fellow movie fans, and we discuss what's going on in the world of movies and streaming and television. So please enjoy that. You can get it wherever you download your podcasts. You can follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan and send an email to me, StanTheMovieMan123 at gmail.com. Till next time, later.